Good day guys, how you doing? Thanks for the subscribe so far. Today we continue our lecture series on operators and expressions. Operators and expressions, how they work together, how they make a meaningful statement or what computer can understand. And let's dig in the slide and let's go through it after the other. Operators and expressions are the building blocks that makes our code run meaningfully. What do they mean? They are the combination of operands. You know about operands, we have the operators. We have the opcode, we have the instructions, also have the what? The operands or data value. Those data value can be stored inside a variable as we have been seeing in our previous lectures. Now, let's look at what operators are. Operators can be anything, or mathematical operators, anything that we'll be using in our mathematical operations, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, modulus, etc. Now today, let's go deep and let's see a sample of operators that we have in Python. We have comparison of operators or relational operators. So the comparison operator compared to operands, our operand can be A or B. A can contain a value of any values, can be 10, can be 20, can be any value. The relational operator, just the way it is used in mathematics. So can compare the value of the operator. Are they equal to another? Is A equal to B? Okay, is A not equal to B? Is A greater than B? Is A less than B? Is A greater than or equal to B? And so forth. Then let's look at logical operators. Logical operators will be from our philosophy or logic in schools, will be seen A and B. If, for example, 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1, 0, 0, 0 is what is 0. Same thing, just the same way this logical operator works. We will see the sample of them now in our Visual Studio Code as we proceed. Now, let's look into our arithmetic operators. This also works the same way our mathematical operation works. We have A plus B. We have A minus B, just the same way. This may be different and new to you. This find the remainder. 5 divided by 2, the answer will be 1. How come? If you find the remainder, 2 goes in 5, how many times 2? It remains 1. That is, it calculates only the remainder. Because we are going to also see how we can use this remainder to find the number is even numbers, can see a prime number. We're going to see them in the future tutorials. So also see the exponential. Double asterisk means a power. We want to calculate the power. 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. 2 raised to the power 2 is 9. The power. The double slash means floor divisions. That means it should any floating point variable, it should turn to a single integer variable. 5 divided by 2, it should be 2.5, but it's going to be 2 because it's running to the floor so that only the normal digit will be left. We say, okay, it's 3 divided by 5. The answer will be 0. There will not be decimal point. There. So let's move to assignment operators. Assignment operator, assigning a value to an operator. We are using the first one very well. It be A is equal to B. That means whatever any value present inside B, the value will be the same thing inside A. That's what it means. Now, here, add and assign. That means add the value of the previous days, then as of B, add the value of what is in A before, and assign it to A, add it to B, and assign it back to A. Let me repeat again. Add what is inside A, what is inside this A before. The value can also be written this same way like this. Let me find the text box here. Let me find a note here. Can also be written this way, maybe A equal to A plus B. That means it's also the same thing as this. A plus or equal to B. Same thing. They are both the same thing. That means add the initial value of what is inside A and add it into B. That is the same thing happened to this. is simply apple to the rest of the operators. We're going to be seeing their demonstration as we proceed. Then we move on. Then we look at expression and order. Let me tell you, this is an expression, maybe a value. This is an expression. An expression. It contains both the operator, a meaningful operator, and the operand values. A good expression is also what and a good and an expression. A good example of expression. You can also move on. This is only single operators. These are just operators, but the combination of them make you what? Form an expression. Then, an expression in Python is a combination of values, variable, and operators. As you have seen, you can go through this slide and you can also see let's see the precedence. Just the same way we use our mathematics variables and parentheses and that thing, we use BODMAS or PENDA advanced. Anything you use it's going to also follow the same rules. The parentheses, the hub, the not, everything will work. We have the left shift operators, we have the right shift operator. We also have the bitwise. I'm going to see them in the future video. The video will be too long. I'm demonstrating now, but I'm still going to show a sample of them after the end of the slide. Then we move on. Order of expression. We have left. Sometimes, maybe for example, if we have a let me bring that note again. We can see clearly in line note. You can say, okay, maybe this one I can say left to right. I say A equals B equals C equals 90. That means all the values, all these variables contain 90. 90 is inside C, is inside B, is inside A. That means C contains the value of 90, B contains the value of C, which is 90, and C, and so on and so forth. So let's proceed. The same way, right shift operator. You firstly add, then from the right to the left. This one from the left to the right. This one we add. We use this one to add what is in the left and to the right hand side. But from that, we had as the example of this. We are seeing it here. We are seeing our example here. We add from what is A before to the B. Then we now come to the right hand side again. And firstly assign the value first. Then we add to it. We divide left from what is in left. We divide the A divided by B. We move from left to the right. But A plus or equal to this. Then what is in B? Add it to the previous value of A. Then equal to assign it here. I'm talking about this. Now we're going to see them as we demonstrate as we go on. Let's see some basic example here. Let's see basic example here. We have A is equal to 5, B is equal to 10, C equals to 3. And let's see this arithmetic expression. You can demonstrate it and print the result in your code and see what it will give to you. See, asterisk 2 we give you, which is what? 3 raised to power 2, which is equal to 9. B multiplied by 9, which is the value of 10. B contains 10, then multiply it by 9, which is 90, and so on. These are just mathematical operations. False and not false equal to false. That means this is false. By default, these two together turn to true. Because by the time you are putting not at the back of false, the value turns to what? To true. So that means it's the value and them together, our logical hand, the value is false. True or false. He will always assign the right hand value, no matter what it is. The OR operator will always execute to true. Some of the even compiler like our JetBrains, we won't flag it that this value is assigned to true. Then let's move on. You can see, let's see this now. Logical OR is used for combining Boolean expression, while this one is for what? Bit manipulations. Now let's jump into our Visual Studio Code. Now let's demonstrate a sample first. Now I think in my previous lectures, you should have noted how we use our, you can open this. Let me delete this, you'll be new to this. Now you can just create a file and then delete this. Just go to file, open the folder you want to open. Because I'm using Linux machine, you can create a folder and select it. I create a simple folder, call it here, you see it here. Then you can now create a file here, name it as app. You can name it as anything. Then come here. Then I'm adding the value of this. I'm adding let's create a variable. Let's start from our initial slide from where we stopped. So from where we start, we have A. Is A equal to B? Let's create a value. Let me come to my Visual Studio Code. Or is it? Okay, now let me be A equal to what? A equal to what? Equal to 9. B equals to 6. You can also write them on a straight line as well, and say maybe C equal to what? And C, you can also put it on the same line. Because C equal to 7. Mind you, there's an error here. But to write multiple expressions on a single line, you have to separate them by what called semicolon. Put semicolon here. Semicolon also work in Python for combining multiple expressions together. This is one expression, this is another expression. So you can also, if you don't need that, you can remove it and jump into to the next line, which is cool, fine. Then let's see. C is C equal to 7. If you want, you can also run it here. You can see nothing is showing because I'm not printing. No, it's not like our terminal area. Let me just print. Right, print. C equal to 7. Is it equal to 7? If you run it here now, let's see. What do you see? It said true. C is equal to 7. But normally C is okay. Sorry, true is C is 7. But is C equal to B? Let me check B now. Let's see our value. You can also come to a terminal because sometimes you want to receive a value from the user input. This running from here from Visual Studio Code will disappoint you, but my idea is perfect. Like PyCharm is cool. But just come to your terminal and create Python. Write Python app.py. Say what? He said, oh, there's no virtual. Sorry, I've deleted this virtual directory. Deactivate. So I'm no longer in this directory again. I'm using the default Python something. In case you want to create a virtual environment, if you are using Anaconda, you can easily create it by writing. You see something basic like this one here. And just write. You can use pip env. Why do you use? You can or install pip install virtual env. It will install it for you. I've already installed it. Then you want to create your own virtual environment in case you want to use different versions or different libraries. I've also explained our installations. Then you can just come to this, just say virtual env, virtual environment. You can give any name you want to use as your virtual environment. The common one is venv. Just click like this. It has created the venv here. Now let me activate it so that the venv can come to the back of this terminal. My name here. Then I have it venv source. Use source venv bin activate. You can also say we are also using Anaconda. You can say conda. Find the command for Anaconda to activate this venv. I navigate inside the venv folder here. I look at the bin. Then activate this command. Activate. Can you see now? It's already activated now. So in case you want to make sure that your Visual Studio is making use of this command, just ensure that you use Ctrl Shift P and type your Python interpreter here, interpreter. You see, select Python interpreter. Let me make use of this and say recommended. Yes, I use it now. Now let me run it now. Okay, Python app.py. Say command not found. Okay, Python, I write Python. So Python app.py. Can you see? It said false. See, the value of C does not contain B. The values are different. Now, let's see again. What do we demonstrate? Is A greater than B? Is C greater than B, or is C greater than B? Let's see. True. C is greater than B. C is greater than B. C is greater than B. Yes, 7 is greater than 6. True. Yes. Let's look at, you can test the other one. Let's try our logic now. Let's see A and B. Let's see a sample of it. Let's see A and B. Let's see A and B. What's the result? If is it equal to, will be equal to anything, A and B, you can just equal to 8. You can also combine those operators together. You can only say it's a false. A and B together does not contain that. You can use this one to check A and B. You cannot. What is this? If you not, for example, now for Boolean check, if you check a Boolean, maybe user can vote. Now let's create a variable can vote. Yes. It may be equal to 2. I don't want to go into advanced area. For example, if you're not saying okay, not can vote now, you see what is going to, it's going to be what? It's going to turn to false. But if you remove this not from it, it's going to be what? The value is going to be what? It's going to be true. So as you can go on as well and try each of these operator. You can see these are multiplication operator. 3 raised to power 2. Let's try again. You can also say, you can call it result. Just call it result. And name anything result here. A raised to power B. Let's see the value of B, A raised to power B. Let's see the result here. What is going to happen there? We are raising of A to the power of B. Then we have it here. We have, this is the value here. 531,441. So the same way, you can try as much as all this operator. You can see our floor division. You can see our modulus. You can try it. A modulus B. What is our value? I say it's a 3. What is our A? A modulus B. That is 9 divided by 6. 1 you made that 3. Can you see the value there? So you can also try for our floor division. This is our floor division here. Then you can see it's 1. 8 divided by 8, that is value of 9 divided by 6. That is 1. All the remainder 0 point has already been removed. All those decimal points, it has been removed. Then let's come back here. What else again can we just try? We are running out of times. I'm going to be demonstrating all this. You can also demonstrate and go ahead. If you have any issue, let me know. I want to stop the video now. Please subscribe, share, and go through all these things. Okay, before I go, let me demonstrate this as well. You can see I demonstrate the other time. A with the left hand side, left to right, to multiply what is on in A side and then to B side. Let me see. Okay, I'm still projecting. Let me see what's the Visual Studio Code. Then we have, for example, if I say this is it here, result. For example, if I say this is the value of this, right? I can say A equals to what? A plus A equals to what? Maybe B. That means it's the same thing. It's the same thing as saying A equals to A plus B. So for comment in Python is arch. So that means this is the same thing. I say A now. Let me run the value. It increments the value what is in A by the value of B. You can also remove this now and try it with the same. Let's see. It's the same result. So you can go ahead and do as we have demonstrated. Just time will not permit us. So move is assigned going from left to right. Add A plus B. Assign them to what? To the value of A. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe, share. The more we go, we're going to be doing more example. I promise you that. I'm going to be seeing the application questions to solve the real world problems. So, and God bless you. We'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you very much.